Well, hi students and welcome to week 8 of IT 1010. I hope things are going well. We are on the downhill slide. Balloon Fiesta's over. All is right with the world. We're settling back into the usual stuff, I guess. Anyway, let's get started. So, your historical fun fact for this week is 59 years ago on Tuesday the 16th, Control Data Corp released its Model 1604 computer, which was the first in the line from the company formed by a group that left Spr Corporation, which was led by William Norris. The 1604 was the most powerful computer in its day, designed by Seymour Cray, who would go on to a career of building supercomputers. Applications of the CDC 1604 included processing data in real time, controlling weapon systems, solving large-scale scientific problems, and commercial applications. So, I had never heard of this company or this man. So, William Charles Norris was an American business executive. He was the CEO of Control Data Corporation, which when I heard CDC, of course, I thought Centers for Disease Control. But no, they can use those initials for other things. And which was at one time one of the most powerful and respected computer companies in the world. He is famous for taking on IBM in a head-on fight and winning, as well as being a social activist who used the expansion of the company to bring jobs and training to inner cities and disadvantaged communities. So I had never heard about this. Now, if you were taking this class face-to-face, you would hear a whole lot about the role that IBM played in getting that computer that you have sitting in front of you to you. And the man who started, well, I always say created IBM. He created a company that was bought by another company and it became IBM. Was the leading computer company and developer for many, 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 many years. So now I did not know about this. So Control Data started by selling magnetic drum memory systems to other computer manufacturers, but introduced their own mainframe, the 1604, in 1958. And then this is released in 1959. Designed primarily by Seymour Cray, the company soon followed the 1604 with a series of increasingly powerful machines. In 1965, they introduced the 6600, which was the first supercomputer, and CDC was suddenly in the leadership position with a machine 10 times faster than anything on the market. This was a significant threat to IBM, and they quickly started a project of their own to take back the performance crown from CDC. In the meantime, they announced an advanced version of the IBM System 360 called the ACS-1 that was to be faster. My computer's faster than your computer. However, the machine didn't exist yet, and after carefully documenting sales lost to the IBM project, Norris launched a massive lawsuit against IBM in '68. IBM was unable to finish its 6600 killer, and the CDC eventually won the lawsuit and was awarded $600 million in damages. And that's in like 1968, $69. So that's a big deal. I did not know about that. So this is Mr. Cray. So he was an American electrical engineer and supercomputer architect who designed a series of computers that were the fastest in the world for decades. He is called the father of supercomputing. I have never heard of him either. So now, see, I learned something new too. So anyway, so those are the guys for this week's historical fun fact. All right. So let's get on to some historical fun work. We are not going to my IT lab this week. We are taking a break. We finished Word. Word is done. You'll never see anything for grades for Word. That Word unit is gone. So we're going to take this 1 week break, and then we're going to start Excel next week. Okay, so this is really, really interesting and should not be very time consuming. You're going to do a concepts project that consists of 2 parts. We're going to do a little, remember when you did the getting started with Word where you had to open up the document, you put the little figure on it? You're going to do something like that for getting started with Excel and then post to the attendance journal. All right, so let's go in and take a look at it. Now, I have this, I'm going to tell you this part of this concepts project is new. So here's your agenda, and here is the folder with the concepts project. So this first activity is new, so we've not done it before, so just bear with me, okay? I'm going to go to, so it's an activity about fake news, okay? Fake news activity. All right, so here are the assignments, okay? So these are your objectives for it. So you've heard the term fake news, so what is it? The term is most often used to describe completely fabricated stories, but can also be applied to a broader continuum of news. With the advent of social media and the ubiquitous technology, anyone can become a reporter. Assessing the quality and content of your news and investigating the source is crucial to understanding whether what you are viewing is true or not. All right, so why is this important? Okay, so then video, article. All right, here are some other fact-checking websites. Okay, so this is the activity part of it. Okay, so go through all of this, look at all these sites and videos, okay, and then there's an assessment. So after completing your fake news activity, which I didn't see, like I said, this was new. This is the activity. All right, so you go through and you do all of these activities. Complete your fake news assessment. Oh, hello. Must be this. Read the 10 questions. Oh, so it says do this and then complete your fake news assessment. Okay, they're not very clear. All right, so that's the assignment activity. This is the assessment. Okay, so after you do all those things, then you come here and you just answer these. So what you need to do, and I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to pull this down a little bit. You need to click on enable editing so that you can type in the text boxes and everything. Okay, so so-called citizen journalism. What are some of the positives and negatives with citizen journalism? So you're just going to type in the text box. If you want to answer, in order to, you can indicate this any way you want. What's the name of people who used to determine what news was fit to print or play? And so I'm going to pull this down here again. You can highlight it. You can use the highlighter, or you can highlight whichever your answer is and then select bold. Any kind of way to indicate that this is the answer. It says type your answer here. Okay, so you can type your answer. So all of these you're going to click in the text box. I see. Like I said, this was new. So just go through and do this and save this document, the fake news assessment, and submit that right here. Okay? And then all the activity is right there. So it's just a matter of looking at all of this and then submitting that other thing. Okay, this other one has a little bit of it's an older one that's been with us before. So there are some resources here: the history of the internet, the PowerPoint of the concepts project, and how to make screenshots using the snipping tool. And so here are your instructions. I didn't open that one. All right, so this one you're just going to use the internet to search. And then whatever your results are, you're going to take a screenshot or a snip. So literally, you can type, just copy, right-click, copy. Highlight, right-click, copy. Paste this into Yahoo, Chrome, Safari, whatever your search engine of choice is, and you're going to get an answer. Okay, what movies are playing in Albuquerque? All right, so let me show you an example of a completed one. You're going to take a snip or a screenshot of those and send them to me, and there should be 20 of them. So, and don't submit this one. Let me show you what it looks like here. So here's what somebody did. What movies are playing in Albuquerque? The next one, I can close that now. Hold on, let me go back. Where are the instructions? I lost it. The other one is, what is the weather at Graceland? What is the capital of Afghanistan? Literally type in whatever those questions are and put those in, and then this will tell you how to make a screenshot and use the snipping tool. And then you're going to put it all in one Word document and send it to me, and that's that. Okay? Then the other things that we need to do is get started with Excel. So we will start Excel officially next week. So here are the videos on how to do Excel. Excel, let me open it up. Excel is a lot like Word. The ribbon is a lot like Word. And so it's just got some other things that are specific to an accounting program. So it's a spreadsheet program. People associate it with bookkeeping, accounting, but you can use it for so many other things. So I'm just going to pull this down here so you can see. So the ribbon is very, very similar. You can close it the way you did in the welcome in the intro to Word. This first part is exactly the same, like to right here. This is exactly the same as Word. Then you get into some formatting ways to format numbers, format different styles. I use the cell styles a lot. These are cells, okay? Excel is made up of columns, which are um, indicated by capital letters, and by rows, which are by numbers. So the address of this cell is I4. Okay. So if I wanted to format and change this, there's where I find the cell styles. This is where I format the cell. I can do all kinds of things. And remember to use right click. Auto sum. So if you have a row of numbers, you can click auto sum and it will automatically sum it. Insert is very, very similar, except you can insert charts this time. Page layout is very much like page layout, margins, orientation, some themes, height, width. There's a whole tab dedicated to different kinds of formulas. One dedicated to data. Then review and view are just like Word with spelling and thesaurus, and only this way you can protect sheets. I don't remember if you do that in here. And then this is exactly the same as Word, and then you can get help. Okay, so watch the videos because this is your intro to Excel, and then here and then here is your intro to your getting started with Excel assignment. So there are instructions and a video right here. Okay. And then your attendance journal. Make sure you click on it and tell me something that you learned this week. Okay. Now, sometimes on these videos, I think on the one for the MLA, I mean, this was a long time ago. I said one thing on the video and I didn't change it in the journal. Okay. All I need to know is that you came to class. So if you tell me one thing you learned this week, that's fine. If I put something else up and you don't answer it, but you post to the attendance journal, you are fine. This is like coming to class, checking in, and me marking you for attendance. And that is what I need to see. So as long as you tell me something that you learned this week or tell me something that's going on, tell me that you clicked on this journal and that you answered it. That's all I need to know. Okay, whether it's what I said, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit and then I get ahead of myself and, I fail. But that's okay. So, just post something in there because that counts as attendance, okay? All right, so that's what's going on. Let me know through messages if you have any questions or need assistance, and I hope you're doing well and that things are going well for you in your other classes. So, meanwhile, have a good week, and I will see you next time.